Day 102, the simple system I use to avoid AI distraction. Growing Lunchpail Labs, building PailFlow, all mostly solo. And while I've gained all of these AI hands and agents, there are just always 100 things I could do. And I've been finding it actually really hard to stay focused. So I've started to use a really simple structure to try to force that focus. And I borrowed this from Linear. It's really something that I think bigger companies do, but I'm finding it personally useful to implement in my own system. Basically, break everything into initiatives, projects, and tasks. So I start with like a North Star. I have like going into Q2, going into April, a very specific goal for April. And then I define initiatives that I think support that goal. And then I create projects that have clear start and end dates under those initiatives. And then the tasks are just issues. So, with that more structured framing, before I work on anything, I can run a filter like, does this task actually support, does it fit into a project? Does the project actually support an initiative? And is this initiative in line with my North Star? And if the answer is no, I can kind of defer that tangent. And because we live in the AI native era, definitely don't have to do all of this by hand. So I'm currently working through that with a in progress skill that I'm going to have in project management skills that just helps you clean up your structure and your tasks. What are you trying to do? What are your initiatives? What should be a project versus a task? Helps me keep my kind of like delivery tighter without getting pulled into a lot of random tangents. And once I run some more evals, I will probably release it publicly in the project management skills if anybody else wants to try that for free. But super curious, especially for the multi-hyphenate builders, lots of people with lots of interests. How do you manage like all the things you need to do across all of your products or all of your projects and client work and all the things? Like, what's your system? If you have any insights, drop a comment. That's it for me today.